Farmer Life family, here we are again.
Hello again.
Hey guys.
That's Deepon.
Deepon.
Another Canadian.
Deepon, yet another Canadian from Montreal.
Montreal.
Yes.
No
Deepon,
language police here.
Deepon is yet another, we've been doing a lot more lately, another like guests that have come here. And Deepon has stayed here more or less very close to about 6 weeks with us. Now, Deepon, you came here. Deepon came here, has been emailing us. What? Probably about 6 to 8 months.
Exactly.
Prior to arriving. Yeah.
And Deepon is has colitis.
Yeah.
Right.
Colitis.
Deepon has colitis, and talk to us a little bit about the illness. Maybe how you think it came about, how it got diagnosed, that kind of stuff.
Well, I think I came down with colitis due to my bad eating habits for maybe my whole life.
Yeah, lifetime.
What were those eating habits? Like the typical
fast food. Big time. Heated oils.
Yep.
Basically sugars, donuts, soft drinks, coffee.
Okay.
Basically that typical
standard diet.
So that the ill health just is kind of chipped away at you over the years, and then you got diagnosed with a name, we call it, right? An illness can root itself in many different names, but your name is colitis.
What is colitis?
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about colitis. What is it?
Colitis basically inflammation. Well, I have colitis, which is basically inflammation in my colon, and I also have ulcers on top of that. So basically, there's a lot of pain. Whenever you eat something bad or that you're not supposed to, you just feel your gut inflaming. So then you just stop, you wait it out. But by the time you wait it out, you've already missed a few meals. So then you end up having like 1-2 meals a day, and you lose a lot of weight. You're tired, you're sluggish, you just don't feel right.
The ulcers, is that in the stomach or is that in the GI tract?
It's in the colon, the big colon.
It's in it's in the colon. So is it a burning feeling?
Well, the ulcers I don't really feel that much, but I feel the inflammation, like something just expanding in my colon, getting big and big. And then when I eat something that's just over here, just this part, it just feels big, so I just sit back. I maybe fast for 5-6 hours, which is not good, but then I feel everything get back normal, and I eat slowly all over again.
Man.
And it just happens over and over and over again.
Over and over, right?
And then
you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Right.
And you actually, you've had, I mean, I know the viewers are going to see that you're skinny, but you've been even skinnier than you are right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've been thinner.
Thinner, right. You put on, look at 5 pounds maybe here. Yeah. Which is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's all the fruits.
Absolutely. What brought you here? Let's talk about that.
Well, it's kind of funny. One day I was talking to my friends, and I was looking for places to go to maybe heal or just check out. So they sent me actually your website. One of my friends sent me just your website, just the link. So I checked it out.
Thank you, that friend.
But I dismissed it. But then another one of my friends sent me a link to Chris Kendall. So I checked out Chris Kendall. He's another Canadian, another raw foodist.
Banana Commander.
And then I watched his YouTube videos, and then I saw him here.
My boy.
He's here for 3 months every year.
My brother.
Brother from another mother.
Dr. Kendall.
So then
What's up?
So then I checked out his website, I checked out his credentials, I like what he was saying, so I started saving money just to come here.
Ah, that's great.
And that took you some time. I mean, you've talked to us about how you can't even work a full-time job with your colitis.
Because I'm always tired, or I'm always feeling sick in the mornings. The mornings when I feel sick always. Yeah. So whenever I get up, it's always the same thing. But I've noticed as the day goes on, my body like slows down. So that's why my job is always evening. So by evening time, I'm fine. Or by 1 p.m., I'm good.
See, this makes my heart sing, because the reason why this place got created was for the middle class. Like, so for the last 6 or 8 months, you just started saving up money so that you could come here.
Yeah.
And many other retreat centers around the world, you looked into them, correct?
Yeah, I did.
You couldn't afford them, even with saving money 6 to 8 months.
$100 a day minimum.
Right, exactly. And so you could come here for almost 6 weeks, a middle class job, just normal everyday job, and you got to come here for 6 weeks and experience this. Bingo. Exactly the creation of Farm of Life.
We kind of keep a tally of the middle class people who have been here. Like we've had a postal worker, we've had teachers, we've had a taxi driver. So now with you, we have a call center employee.
Yeah. Call center employee. I mean, and that's just amazing.
That's awesome.
You know, wow. That just makes me feel good because that's the creation of this place. You know.
And the good thing is you get unlimited fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that now. So you got here, and we put you on a plan.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that plan and what you were doing every day.
So my plan was basically mono mealing. Every single meal I have one single piece of fruit. At first it was hard because I couldn't eat that much due to my illness and I wasn't used to eating that much. So the first week, as you noticed, I was kind of tired, sluggish. I slept a lot. But in the second week, I started eating more. I went from maybe putting 10 bananas in a smoothie to 16.
That's amazing.
And I went from eating, I was barely able to eat mangoes, you saw, maybe 3, 4 in one
Right,
sitting.
you were struggling with them.
Yeah, and now I can have maybe 6, 7, if I push it 8 or 9 in one meal.
Right, because during the health coaching we had talked about getting at minimum 2,000 calories a day,
exactly.
2,000 to 3,000 calories a day, mono-mealing fruits, and doing green juices.
Green juices, which was another big help. The green juices in the morning, twice a day. That was awesome.
Right, and that's great. So that first week was kind of normal. You had some detox symptoms, maybe not feeling so well, getting used to adding the volume of food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then starting up the second week, you started feeling a little bit better, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Other things you were doing, right? I mean, you love the sun. You were out there sun gazing with me, sunbathing, barefoot walking. Man, this guy is a barefoot walker. It's amazing. He's all over the place. He's walking down the gravel road. You know, I mean, wow.
Feels pretty good though.
Absolutely.
No shoes.
You like the barefooting?
Yeah.
And we had you reading some books. What books did you read?
I read Heal Thyself by T.C. Fry and David Klein. Oh, sorry, that was by Jordan S.
That was Jordan Rubin.
Your Natural Diet, something like that, by
that's David Klein.
Yeah, David Klein.
That's David Klein.
And those two really opened my views about things and really helped me move forward in eating more fruits and basically the science behind those books.
Yep, a lot of science behind those books.
Okay, can we go back to the food thing? So
sure.
The mangoes, well, they're amazing right now. You all out there in North America are missing out. These mangoes taste like caramel. They're so good.
Sweet.
They're like candy.
Yeah, but let's talk about like the number of calories that by now, like how many calories are you getting a day? I mean, if you're eating 7 mangoes, that's about 700 calories for a meal.
You're knocking down maybe 3,000 calories a day, aren't you? Two to three.
2 to 3, yeah, easily.
Yeah, and that's when people first come here, they really struggle with that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people when they're on healing protocols, they're like, man, I just can't get that kind of volume of food in.
Yeah.
But I got to say, we have the phrase here. You were in it to win it from the very first day. And sometimes you don't see that. There's a bit of resistance. Sometimes people are, and it's no knock on guests that come, but it's like, man, wow, it's such a drastic change in lifestyle.
Yeah.
But you made that drastic change. You were like, look, I came here to make a transition. I came here to transform, and you have, man. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, you got it done, flat out.
Yeah, the idea of mono-mealing a single fruit, like a lot of people have a hard time gathering that you just don't sit down and eat 2 mangoes. You gotta make a whole meal out of mangoes or out of bananas or whatever you're doing.
Right.
But even my condition, even when I had 2 mangoes, it just didn't feel right. Like you feel really tired after like maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, you were talking about you had like gas bubbles. Right at first, there were like these, problems.
Like it was just, I don't know if it was gas, but it was just bubbles, like just basically something getting bigger, like inflammation getting bigger.
Your conditions, something swelling in there, and so let's touch upon that. So you've been here for 6 weeks. You've been doing the diet, barefoot walking, sun gazing, sunbathing, working on your thoughts. Right? More love-based thoughts, tying up loose ends with family and things like that. Things that you're going to go back and do.
Giving out hugs.
Yep, giving out hugs. We had Deepan give 3 hugs a day. You had to give 3 hugs a day. With love is so important, right? You have 2 types of thought, fear and love, and And with a lot of guests, we really try to stress that love is just so important. The more image in your mind is love, then the body starts to heal itself. Talk to about some of the physical things that have changed, right?
Physical.
Especially with the digestion.
Well, I've noticed that less symptoms when I eat fruits. I still have some, but I know it's going to take time to heal, right?
No question. I mean, you've been here for 6 weeks. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
For my fibromyalgia, it took a year and a half.
Mhm.
So it's going to take some time, but with patience,
Yeah.
you basically stated you were 20, maybe 30% better
Yeah.
already at 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You imagine that? Imagine six months,
Yeah.
a year. It's
Awesome.
goodbye colitis.
Yeah.
It's going to be gone. You'll be back to doing whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
Right. So talk to us a little bit about some
Well,
things that have gotten better here.
better. Well, what I've noticed is that I have a little more energy, which led me to do more physical things. I went on hikes to Eric's.
Amazing stuff.
I did Diamante, which was awesome.
Deepan, let me tell you something. These hikes, a lot of people, now, Farmer Life family, some of you who've been here, this guy here with an illness did Diamante. The next day, he went down to Eric's waterfall and walked back up, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
And you
No.
walk to Linda's and back like almost daily.
No problem. And
You're
you
not
did
doing
it
a different
barefoot.
height.
Linda's, I did barefoot.
Yeah.
Eric's, I did half barefoot, and Diamante I did with shoes.
That's pretty amazing stuff for someone with colitis who's getting better. So you're talking about your energy levels improving. There are many people. I mean, those of you who are seeing this right now are like, wow, he did that.
I for one couldn't have done that.
I mean,
Diamante followed by Eric's.
That's impressive. I mean, when I heard that you did that, I was like, wow, you're getting better. You're really getting better, because most people that are having illnesses, the energy levels do that. So okay, obviously your energy levels have improved. Other things.
I can eat more, which is awesome. I can get more fruits in one meal. I can have more green juice, because before, when I first started having green juice, I noticed the inflammation would swell up again.
The swelling, right?
Yeah, but now when I have green juice, it doesn't really swell much. So
the swelling's gone less.
It
So
flows.
possibly that the nutrients are actually getting into your system now.
Perhaps, yeah.
The digestion's there because you put on some weight. So the nutrients are actually absorbing rather than not absorbing.
And your juices are awesome because they're like green.
Yeah, they're
You
green.
don't mess
Yup.
around with sweetening them.
No, he doesn't play around. Green
They're
juices.
Green. They're green.
Yep. That's good. Anything else?
That's about it. Basically,
Yeah.
better energy. That's what I came here for, just to get the energy back up. Because once you have energy, you can do so much more. I sleep less during the day now. I've noticed. Remember at the beginning I was taking a lot of naps.
Yep, you were.
And now I sleep less during the day. I'm doing more activities, physical activities, walking more, which I didn't do a lot of. I used to walk back home like maybe an hour a day, but now over here I'm walking pretty much more than an hour a day.
Yeah.
Maybe
And up hills.
And up hills.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's the main things I want to improve, which I've done.
When it's happened here.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. How are you gonna plug this back in? When you go home, it's a
Um,
little more of a challenge, right? But you can do it.
It's going to be a challenge. The first few weeks it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to try really hard the first few weeks, but basically keep it the same way here. It won't be that hard. Single mono mealing once more, green juices, get
Nice.
a juicer, get another blender, drink coconut water. Basically, my staple is bananas, mangoes. I'll add in dates, papayas,
Nice.
and that's it.
That's perfect. Doing some barefoot walking, right? Making sure you're exercising, working on those thoughts.
Yeah. The barefoot, it's going to be a little bit tricky.
A little
But
tricky. Summertime might be able to do it. You find a park, right?
Yeah.
Just find a nice park maybe where you can
Yeah.
connect.
With no glass on the floor.
Yeah, I know. In city life, it can be a bit of a challenge, plugging all this stuff in. But you can do it. Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah.
You're in it to win it, man. You came here and you got it done.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that you'll go all the way and get this thing done. And let's stay in touch. Let's definitely stay in touch
For sure.
and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
You are a member of the Farm Life family.
Definitely. Glad to be part of it.
Deepan. Love you, man. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye.